Good afternoon. Welcome to another sympathetic version of Diatribes from the voice of Doom. Now here's your simpatico and synchronicitous host, voice of Doom. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. So, thought I'd do a quick diatribe before work. Things are not good. Microcosm has come to a head, and the world will probably come to a head. That's the way I see the patterns. Now, when I last left you, I don't want to bore you with my details of life, but kid lost his job just after he was promising to pay me his paychecks, so got nothing coming in there, and I wanted to help him on Saturday and get his life together, get his phone working to where he understands how to work it, get his bank account straightened out, help him with applications for a new job, and I was willing to do that, and he went out and partied and stayed out, didn't come back. So, I didn't see him at all, and then yesterday he did the same thing. So I decided it was time to throw the bird out of the nest, and that bird has broken wings, and maybe half a worm if he's lucky. I don't think he even has half a worm, because kicking him out at the worst possible time it could possibly happen to a person. I'm throwing him out to the wolves, and I hate to do it. I don't want to do it, and when I'm angry I don't mind doing it, but then when I subside my anger, I feel like I don't want to do it. But I'm doing it, and he's packing his things. I found him sleeping peacefully with his air conditioning on at 11 a.m. And I know he didn't get home until well after 6 because I was up. And I said, why didn't you live up to your word? We were going to get things straightened out. And he's like, I want to sleep. So I swept all the stuff off his dresser, which isn't that dramatic because it was mostly garbage. And I woke him up, and he got mad and said, I'm moving out. And I'm like, obviously. I said, get your stuff out today, now. And I interrupted his beauty sleep. And he's now packing now. With the stuff he has in his room, he could be packed in 15 minutes and out the door in 20 minutes total. But it's been a few hours. I went into his room and saw him sleeping on the floor. Thought he was dead, but I saw his finger twitch, and then I decided to let him sleep because he's got a long road to hoe ahead of him, so he best get a few winks while he can. So that's the way the microcosm's going. It's not real good. I have given up any idea of getting anything from him, so he should have some money in the bank from his last paycheck, unless he let that get ripped off from him. So he'll probably spend a night in a motel, probably a hotel, thinking everything will be better tomorrow. And then when he has to go out of the hotel, that's when reality will strike him hard in the face, and he'll go, now what am I going to do? So we'll see what happens with that. I won't be around to watch every move, but I'm sure I'll hear about it. So I gotta find a roommate, and I'm gonna probably not rush to do it, but I have a feeling he's gonna get his act together. I have faith in him, but he's got to be pushed out. Now, sympathy for the devil. Okay, why did I use that? Because we have sympathy for the devil, and that's why we're in such a big mess. By sympathy, I mean we feel sorry, and then take the D out, say feeling sorry for evil. We've excused it because we don't want to be looked at like we're stuck up or holier than thou. So we've excused every evil. And now you see what we have now. Now, I'll talk about the macrocosm and how it's basically falling apart, and people don't really want to face up to it because, as I've said, almost every episode I've said, this landmass that used to be called America thinks they're exempt. And the boomers are the people that are the old people now. And they're the ones that have been spoiled all their life thinking everything's fine. Everything worked out for them. And we're going to pay the piper for the military industrial and for living beyond our means. And I don't mean piper like we got to start paying our bills. That's not going to happen. Never. It's going to have to be an upheaval because we blew it big time and now everybody's seeing it. So my microcosm's crumbling right now. You better hope for improvement because the macrocosm is crumbling. I can't get over the things on TikTok that I'm only privy to because I watch Odin's Men, because I would never subscribe to that network ever. But I see enough of him and his commentary to see that things are very strange. And I won't call certain things evil. I will say we're sympathetic to evil. We feel sorry for it. And we take things to an extreme, and things are happening very strange. Things have been very strange lately in every shape, way, and form. And the strangest thing I see is these teachers that are from preschool to like 5th grade with these huge glasses on. Now, are they aliens? Are they a different kind of life form that have come en masse to teach the proper pronouns to kids? Very weird alien life form, but they got these big glasses on, all of them. Now, why do all of them have glasses? When I was in high school, a few people had glasses, yeah. And they were usually the smart ones. I don't know what the connection is there. The more your brain works, the more it takes away from your eye power. Nobody's discovered that, I bet. They haven't even thought about it. So, there was people with glasses, but not like now. Every single teacher I see on that stupid-ass TikTok has these huge glasses. And they want to be called different pronouns when they don't project that image. I've explained it to you a million times. I don't know why I have to go over this again. You project an image, and that's how people perceive you. You don't look all butch with eyes, shadow and eyeliner, and then say, call me Mr. I can call you Mr. if you have a beard and eyeliner and eyeshadow. There's plenty of those. Plenty of those. And I told you it would get more extreme. I told you about, adult babies and everything else, and they're going to want their rights. And they can have their rights, but they're militant about, I not only want you, I told you this already, I don't want you to just accept me or tolerate me. I want you to celebrate me. I want you to tell others about me. I want you to tell kids about me so they know they have a chance to be an adult baby if they want to. Stunt them. It'll get to that. You don't have to grow up. You can live eternally as a baby. So you see, it's madness. And I'm sick of the news poo-pooing it with their, well, I don't understand why any of this is going on, but let's move on to our next story. It's not going to cut it. And now I'm commenting and getting comments on here and there. It's like, our system works. If it works, why are we in the predicament we're in? Which we're not into yet, by the way. So, sympathy for evil. I mean, we feel sorry for the oppressed people of Russia and Ukraine and China. We feel sorry for them, so we give them more power. The devil is just the essence of evil, the essence of bad, negative things in the cosmos, in the whole universe. There's positive and negative, and probably many permutations, but there are. But there's a basic, there's finally an end point. Call it what you will. Where this is the essence of evil, this is the essence of good. Buddhahood, enlightenment, whatever. Being at one with God, understanding God. There it is. Essence of good is, understanding God. Now, nobody does understand him that I've ever talked to or seen. Him or whatever. You can't use a pronoun with God, can you? What else was I going to say? This kid. It's the best thing to happen is for him to move out and try to figure out what this world's really all about. It's going to really make him get his act together. Otherwise, there's only one other extreme. Alleyway, long beard, hoping people throw him a few dimes so he can go buy a shot. So that's that. Hate to see it, but I guess it had to be done. So I got that off my chest. I know I had more to talk about. No, I guess I don't. I mean, we can talk about the usual dribble-drabble in politics, as it crops up. I've already made my points clear that nihilism is the answer. And I will vote the nihilist party on the next election. So I'm not going to let it drag down. It's going to be a short one. He's still moving out, so I'll give you an update if anybody cares. Because people should, because my microcosm reflects the macrocosm. So if everything really starts going bad for me, it still hasn't yet, then we'll all know it, because that'll be when economies collapse all over the world and the big old bombs start going off. So we'll be looking for that later. All right, ta-ta. Enjoy the day.